Okay, we're going to bring you another question that came from one of our members, and this had to do with, okay, Chris, if you guys are trying to have your buyers give you the tax refund money, aren't you, number one, hurting their affordability of their property? And number two, aren't you hurting their ability to save for a down payment? Good question, very important you understand the nuances around that. Hey, it's Chris Prefontaine with SmartRealEstateCoach.com with another Q&A session for you. This came in from Tim, and Tim is a member. He is part of the QLS University Forum, and I mention that because if you're a member of that, you can send us email questions. And in the meantime, you can put them on this page here, and we'll get to them. It just might take longer for you to see a video come out. So be sure, if you're not already on it, get yourself into the Quantum Leap System program and get yourself trained up. Now, Tim, super important question. So I want to make sure you understand a few things here. Number one, when you're getting with your buyer, and by the way, in the QLS program, you have live buyer meetings, checklists on how to run the meeting, all the forms you need. In the meantime, understand that when you're pre-qualifying these buyers through your credit enhancement program, company, and it's someone that we'll refer you to, just jump over to the investor resources and you can use the same one, and you should. But when they do that, they're going over their debt to income ratio. They're going over their ability to afford the home. They're doing all that. So if and when that happens, then you're going to sit down at the buyer's meeting. So at this point, my point of bringing that up relative to your question is, you know they can afford it. So you extracting some deposit money from them via their tax refund should have zero to do with their affordability. As you probably know, if you're watching this video and you've seen enough of our videos, if you've ever applied for a mortgage, they don't look at tax refund as part of the, your money you're going to be able to afford the house on. It is totally separate. And so that's that part of your question. The second part of your question is very important, having to do with, are we hurting their ability to save for their down payment? Well, look, any savings they're doing for their down payment is not going in a savings account to them. It's going to you. So remember, you want to make sure that they are putting themselves in the best light, the best success path to afford that home and get qualified for a mortgage at the end of that, according to the original plan with the pre-screening company. And if that means it's a jumbo loan and they're going to need 20% eventually, guess what? That should be to you over time. Tax refund's a great way of doing it. Raises at work, bonuses at work, all these things are going to get them to the end result. You don't want to know up front that they have to get a jumbo loan, for example, and they might need 20% down, but you're only taking 7 or 8%. That could be a problem down the road. You can't trust and hope that they're going to save that. Make sure you control it. And then, oh, by the way, it helps you cash flow with your business because it's your profit. It's non-refundable. Okay? So that's the piece of the saving. Make sure you get at least 7 to 10% over the course of that term if you don't get it up front. All right? So that's as far as how that works with the pre-qualifying, how that works with their affordability, and how that works with savings. Now, the other comment in the question was, or the piece of the question was, when you take it all, was his comment, do these things happen? Well, we don't take it all, guys, unless they are offering all of it to us. What does that mean? In your buyer's meeting, as part of the plan that we teach you how to do, you say to them, how much do you think you're going to get for a tax refund? Well, I usually get around $8,000. Great. We don't want to stress you out. We want to get you to the end line here, and we explain the whole success track to them. So what are you comfortable with giving us out of that tax refund each February? Well, if I get 8, I can give you 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. Those are good answers. We want to see around 50 or 60%. We don't want to stress them out. If they offer all of it or a large percentage of it, that's okay. They offered it. It means their budget's okay in every other aspect. And you're going to go over that with them openly at a buyer's meeting. Now, is an okay answer, I get 8 and I think I could give you 1,000. No, you're going to want to see around 50 or 60%. So Tim, again, great question. Keep them coming. If you're watching these videos, go ahead and type your questions here on the page. We'll get to them. And again, if you're in the QLS program, we'll get to them even quicker by email. But put them here and I'll get a video out for you soon. Be sure to subscribe here too, because these questions are great, and the more you can suck in and understand how to become that master transaction engineer that I mentioned in our book, Real Estate on Your Terms. And if you haven't got that, by the way, jump over to Amazon and get it. It gives you everything that we've gone through. It gives you the good, the bad, the ugly. As you probably figured out, we're pretty blunt. We're going to give it to you all. And the more you can expose yourself to it, the more you're going to be equipped out in the real world, out in the field, in the trenches, doing deals every single day. We'll see you in the next video. We'll see you in the next Q&A, and I hope to see your personal Q&A so I can get them answered for you. Thanks for taking the time to get through these Q&As. I know it takes time, but it also takes time to learn and become a master transaction engineer. And if you want to get your fingers on more material like this, go ahead and register below for our free webinar. Did you notice what I said? Free webinar. It won't cost you anything. It'll cost you a half hour of your time. Jump on by registering below for the free webinar. I'm going to walk you through deal structuring. I'm going to walk you through really what makes this market and your profits get to the end result. Super important. Oh, by the way, while you're on the channel here, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that yet. You don't want to miss these Q&As. That would be a shame because it only takes one major aha, one breakthrough idea, one light bulb that went off in your mind. It could be something not even related if you just stay plugged in and stay immersed to what we're doing. If you like these videos, by the way, go ahead and catch these other ones here. We're going to keep putting these out over and over and over. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you like best about what we're doing right here. Make it a great day.